And Smita, why do you create?
I create to help women explore their infinite potential and make life a celebration.
There's a state of mind that comes with truly creating and expressing yourself creatively. And so today we sit in conversation with a woman who is at the epicenter of helping women not just live better lives, but also express themselves and also, have their best potential be put forward. And that is Smitha Mahesh. Thank you so much for joining me on She Creates and welcome.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here.
I'm going to jump right in. So when you talk about wellness, it doesn't necessarily feature much in the creative space. And what I'm trying to do with this conversation is to help women see that for a woman to create, there's a state of mind and a state of well-being that needs to be taken care of, that needs to be attended to for her to fully express herself. But before we go into that, what I would like to start off with is what made you journey into the wellness profession?
So I was always interested in good health right from my teens. So I would say from my teens to early 30s, I would think it is all about physical fitness. I would read a lot about it. I would make my lifestyle changes, diet changes, incorporate exercises, and so on. But when I used to look at some people, they were so elegant, so poised. And there was one particular movie actor whom I admired for her grace. And then in one of the interviews, she said that she does a particular exercise called Sudarshan Kriya. And maybe because I was looking for it, I came across a poster saying that they are teaching this. And I said, oh, I have to do this because along with my health, I want to be more poised like her. And I did this and I felt wonderful. So that motivated me to continue. My husband and I had done this workshop together. And so, even if one would slack, the other one would, pick up. And we both felt wonderful. And after practicing for a year, I realized that not only am I feeling wonderful, my personality has changed. My emotional quotient has gone up. I am more enthusiastic, more joyful. And of course, I continued my journey. And after 7 years, I felt that no, I should not just keep this to myself. I should help other people. Maybe that's my purpose, because always I felt I should always be creating something that is beautiful, something helpful, something useful for the mankind, for the society. But working in a corporate didn't help me achieve that. Though I used to, connect my purpose, no, I'm helping the society by doing this. And then I said, okay, what are the things to become this facilitator? Because I want to carry this forward along with my job. And that's how I trained and I became a facilitator for this. And I must say that was the best decision I made the past 7 years.
Wow.
Have been wonderful.
I mean, the way that you speak, you sound like it's something that you have internalized so deeply.
True. I'm very grateful for this journey. And when I hear people's experience, and it's that my family has increased, my circle of friends have increased, and the fact that I have friends from so many different nations and cultures, I feel expanded and I love that feeling.
That's awesome. So I started saying how sometimes mental health or wellness and creatives doesn't necessarily feature in the same conversation or the same space, but it is a crucial conversation to have. In your experience, why do you think it's important for creatives to pay attention to it?
So, we live in a society where always doing is given so much of importance. And if you notice, we have two hemispheres in our brain, the left and the right. The left is the logical one, the analytical one, which we are using so much these days. And the creative one is the right-hand side. So if you want to be a balanced human being, you have to balance between both the left and the right. So I would say not just the women, everyone in the society needs to nurture and nourish some creativity in them. It may be in terms of writing, it can be in terms of painting, designing, whatever it is, singing, dancing, cooking, so many ways, gardening. And there's a need to balance both. And so if you will see that if your creative side is, you're taking care of it, you will very well do on your job part in every aspect, because you become so calm, you become serene, you become pleasant. So yes, and when you take care of your mental health, that is, you pay specific attention, give about 20 minutes to yourself. I would say that is the best form of self-care and self-love. You will see that you become more creative, more expressive, your communications improve. So yes, wellness is very important for, creative to, come up.
You run a wellness center in Nigeria here. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so about 3 years ago, we started our very own center, the Happiness Center. So Happiness Center is the initiative of the Art of Living, which was founded in 1981 by Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, who himself is a global humanitarian leader and peaceful ambassador. Now, we have been here for past 12 years, and we were, focusing only on the mental health. We are not just the matter, we are more than that. So take care of, both.
What would you say is a myth about wellness that you wish women would unlearn?
Okay, so, I would say is that women have the feminine energy. They are more gentle, and they have, people do say that, oh, they are emotional. No, it is that emotion which helps us create that harmony in the society, in the family. So, yes.
So it's not, okay. So you're saying that the myth is that it's not so much that we're emotional beings. It's being emotional is not a bad thing.
No. Being emotional is not bad. When we stop trying to express what is happening through us, that's when violence happens. You might be violent outside to your family or your friends or your office colleagues, or you can be violent towards yourself. So no, being emotional, it's, cleansing. The moment you cry, you feel lighthearted. Why? When you just sit still and accept whatever thoughts are coming in you, whatever emotions, whatever feelings are coming in you, just embrace them. And that helps you become a better person. See, no emotions are bad. They are trying to tell you something. They are trying to cry. They are crying for help. So please do not, say any emotion is bad. Just understand what it is trying to tell you.
I wonder if that answer would differ from the question I'm about to ask, which is, what's one mindset shift that every creative should embrace?
I think, as we say, nothing is bad. There are both the kinds of energy. We have to create something, then we have to maintain it, and then there is a destruction. That's what happens in the nature. Right? We see that seasons come, seasons go. A tree during winter sheds its leaves, and then fresh leaves come. So don't look at any situation as bad. It is either you can transform and make something even more beautiful.
As they say, if life gives you lemons, make lemonades. So I guess it's more about perspective, the way that you view things, the way that you see things, the way that you accept things. and how you make the things that are happening around you change for you in a way.
Change, see, as you say, every situation you can create something beautiful or something bad. You can make something useful or destroy something. So it's up to you, and that comes with a positive mindset where you see opportunity in everything. You never see things as a problem. You see things as a challenge, which boosts your creativity to bring out the skills in you to make something beautiful, something useful, something helpful.
That makes a lot of sense. I would like to ask as a final question, or semi-final question. Creatives sometimes experience mental blocks. I'm sure you've come across people. And I mean, when I use the word creatives at large, of course, I'm talking about anyone who fancies themselves in a place or position where they are able to create something. I'm not just talking about fashion or music or whatnot. As long as you are a human being, you are a creative being.
Correct.
But when we experience these mental blocks, it happens for different reasons. And can you give us some tips how we can overcome it? How we can overcome these blocks? What are the things that we can do to help unblock the blocks, so to speak? Yes.
So, yes, my easiest solution, if you haven't learned any breathing techniques or anything, I would say is ground yourself. Be with the nature. Just lie down on grass, look at the sky, or just go to a beach and just look at the ocean. And that vastness, that pristine, stillness helps you rejuvenate, helps you, remove all the, earth has the tendency to remove all the negative emotions in you. And many a times it might not be possible for you to go near a nature. And that's when I would say just take about 8 to 10 deep breaths. And when I say deep breaths, long breaths where you feel that your stomach and your chest is expanding, and exhale very slowly. Do that about 8 or 10 times and just be still, just be and just observe yourself. And you will see that mental blocks are gone. In fact, you feel more energized to do, something more beautiful.
It sounds so much easier when you say it. We live in a country, especially in Nigeria, where you're constantly on the go, you're constantly on the move, and it almost feels like taking any time to just stay and be still seems like such a frivolous thing to do. So are you saying take out 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you need to be meditating for 1 hour? Like, how minute is the effort for you to just sort of take some time to pause and reconnect yourself with the things that are important to you?
Well, I would say maximum 3 minutes. You can just give maximum 20 minutes, a minimum of 3 minutes. And even if you are able to take 10 deep breaths and just another minute to just relax. I have a set routine. I wake up, I clean my teeth, I have a bath, and the very next thing after I dress up is sit down. And just for 5 minutes to maximum 20 minutes, I just sit and reconnect, and I'm ready to start my day fully charged. And that I do every day. Like as I said, I've been practicing for past 14 years. And every day I face the day fully charged, very positive, optimistic.
Smitha Mahesh, thank you so much for your openness. Thank you also for just sharing some light as to why it's so important for creatives, for women, for men, for society in general to pay attention to their well-being. As I said, creativity comes from a state of well-being. And I think some of the answers that you've given to us today have shared that light. And a final question, I'd like you to please answer this. And Smita, why do you create?
I create to help women explore their infinite potential and make life a celebration.